Ever wish you could? Like, add a little extra cushion to your bank account. Or maybe finally chase that passion project you've been dreaming of.
Yeah,
That's the allure of the side hustle, right?
for sure.
And today we're diving deep into a guide that claims to have the secrets to launching one successfully,
Oh, wow.
even while rocking a full-time job.
Okay.
It's called, get this, How to Start a Side Hustle While Working a Full-Time Job in 2025.
All right.
Quite a mouthful, huh?
It is.
But hopefully full of wisdom, too.
It certainly tries to be. And you're right, the appeal of a side hustle is huge right now.
Yeah.
But the guide doesn't just jump into tactics.
Right.
It starts with something a lot of people skip figuring out your why.
That's interesting because on the surface, you'd think it's all about the money.
Well, money's usually a factor.
Yeah.
But this guide argues that having a deeper motivation, that's what helps you stick with it.
Makes sense.
Think about it. A side hustle takes time and energy, things you're already short on.
Oh, for sure.
So if your why is powerful enough, it fuels you through those late nights and moments of doubt.
So for our listener out there,
Yeah?
how would they go about uncovering their why? Is it as simple as asking, why do I want to do this?
It can be that simple,
Okay.
but sometimes it takes a bit more digging.
Go.
The guide suggests thinking about your values, your long-term goals, even those things you loved doing as a kid that maybe got pushed aside.
Oh, wow.
Are you seeking financial freedom to travel the world?
Yeah?
Do you want to build a business you can pass down to your children? Or is it simply about reigniting that creative spark that's been dimmed by your 9 to 5?
I love that.
Yeah.
Because suddenly it's not just about making extra cash.
Right.
It's about aligning your side hustle with what truly matters to you.
Exactly.
And the guide goes on to talk about finding the right side hustle to match your why. Right.
It does.
Because let's be real, not all side hustles are created equal.
Exactly. It's like matchmaking for your skills and interests. Okay.
The guide stresses the importance of starting small,
Okay.
testing the waters before going all in.
Right.
You wouldn't propose on a first date, would you?
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
So what are some examples of side hustles that might be a good fit for someone with, say, a knack for writing? I'm picturing our listener at home, notepad in hand, brimming with ideas.
Well, freelance writing is an obvious one.
Sure.
But it can go beyond just blog posts.
Okay.
You can write website copy, create ebooks,
Right?
even craft compelling social media content for businesses.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And what about someone who's super organized?
Uh-huh.
Like a master of spreadsheets and to-do lists?
The organizational wizards.
Yeah.
They could thrive as virtual assistants,
Okay.
helping entrepreneurs and small businesses stay on top of their game.
Nice.
Think scheduling appointments, managing email inboxes, even handling social media. The possibilities are endless.
Wow.
And for the creatively inclined,
The guide suggests exploring platforms like Etsy,
okay,
where you can sell handmade crafts, artwork, or even digital designs.
so we found our why,
Right.
and we've got a few side hustle ideas swirling around.
Yeah.
But how do we actually make it happen when we're already juggling a full-time job and, life?
Right.
This is where the guide gets into the nitty-gritty of time management, right?
It does.
Yeah.
And it acknowledges that time is the biggest hurdle for most people.
I bet.
But instead of overwhelming you with complex systems,
Yeah.
it offers surprisingly simple advice.
Lay it on us. What's the secret sauce?
Consistency over intensity.
Okay.
It encourages blocking out just 1 hour each evening or utilizing a few hours on the weekends.
Yeah.
The point is, even small chunks of dedicated time done consistently
Right.
can produce amazing results.
I like that.
It's like building a muscle. You don't get ripped by going to the gym once a month for 8 hours straight.
It's so true.
Right.
But even with those dedicated time slots, staying organized is key, especially when you're managing multiple projects and deadlines.
Yeah.
Did the guide have any tips on that front?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good.
It dives into the tech tools that can be your best friend in this journey.
All right, spill the tech secrets. What are some must-have apps for the aspiring side hustler?
Well, Google Calendar is a no-brainer for scheduling those all-important time blocks.
Yeah.
Then you've got project management champs like Trello or Asana to keep your tasks organized and on track.
Nice.
And for capturing ideas, notes, and all those random thoughts that pop into your head at 3 a.m.,
Oh, yeah.
Evernote or Notion are great options.
It's amazing how technology can streamline so much of the process.
It really is.
But there's one myth the guide tackles head on,
Okay.
and it's something we all need to hear. Side hustle success doesn't happen overnight.
It really doesn't.
It's a process, a journey, and sometimes it takes a while to see the fruits of your labor.
Right, it takes time.
It even shares a story about someone who started with just a couple of hours a week,
Right.
reinvesting their early profits to fuel growth. Almost like planting a tiny seed that eventually blossomed into a mighty oak tree.
Oh, I like that.
What stood out to you in that story?
What struck me was their mindset.
Okay.
They didn't focus on immediate riches.
Right.
They focused on building something sustainable, something they were passionate about,
Yeah.
and they let the success follow naturally from that dedication.
That's such a powerful message.
It is.
But even with the best intentions and a solid plan,
Uh-huh.
there's always a chance that your hustle might start to feel a little too hustly.
Yeah.
The guide offers some interesting advice on how to handle those moments when you're feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. It suggests embracing the power of outsourcing.
outsourcing.
Yeah.
Okay. So for our listener who might be new to this whole outsourcing thing, break it down for us.
Okay.
What exactly does it involve? And how can it help us reclaim our precious time?
It's essentially delegating tasks
Okay.
that aren't your core strengths or that you simply don't enjoy doing.
Right.
Think about it. Are you spending hours wrestling with graphic design when you could be focusing on creating killer content?
Yeah.
Or are you drowning in social media management when you'd rather be connecting with clients one-on-one?
That's so true. It's about recognizing your zone of genius.
Exactly.
The things you excel at and truly enjoy, and then letting go of the rest.
Exactly. And there are so many talented freelancers out there who
Yeah.
can help you with those tasks,
Right.
freeing you up to focus on what you do best.
And before we get too carried away with dreams of side hustle domination,
Yeah.
there's one crucial aspect we need to address. Transparency with your employer.
Oh, right.
It can be a tricky area to navigate, but the guide offers some valuable advice on how to approach this conversation with clarity and integrity.
Yes. This is where things can get a little delicate.
For sure.
It's crucial to understand your company's policies regarding outside employment.
Definitely. And even if your side hustle isn't directly competing with your full-time job,
Right.
open communication with your employer can help build trust and avoid any potential conflicts of interest down the road.
Transparency is key.
Yeah.
It demonstrates professionalism and a commitment to both your side hustle and your full-time role.
All right, so we've covered finding your why,
Uh-huh.
picking a side hustle, managing your time, and even outsourcing tasks. But let's be honest, no entrepreneurial journey is without its bumps in the road.
That's true.
How does the guide address the possibility of setbacks and failures?
It does something really important here.
Okay.
It normalizes failure.
Oh, wow.
It reminds us that setbacks are not only inevitable,
Right.
but they're actually valuable learning experiences.
So it's not about avoiding failure,
Right.
but about reframing it as a stepping stone on the path to success. How does the guide suggest we handle those moments when we feel like we're failing?
It encourages a mindset shift.
Okay.
Instead of seeing those moments as defeats,
Right.
reframe them as opportunities for growth,
I like that.
analyze what went wrong, extract the lessons, and apply those insights moving forward.
It's like that famous quote,
What's that?
I haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Oh, I love that one.
Persistence and resilience are key, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The guide highlights the importance of experimentation,
Okay.
of being willing to try different approaches, to pivot if necessary.
Right, right.
Remember, even the most successful entrepreneurs have faced their fair share of setbacks.
Yeah.
It's all part of the journey.
And it's a journey that doesn't have to be traveled alone.
That's true.
The guide mentions the importance of connecting with other side hustlers,
Yes.
building a community of support and shared learning.
It can be so valuable.
That's such a valuable point.
It is.
When you're surrounded by others who understand the challenges and triumphs of building a side hustle,
Yeah,
it can be incredibly motivating and empowering.
it really can.
It's like having a tribe of cheerleaders, mentors, and accountability partners all rolled into one.
I like that.
Where does the guide suggest people find this community?
Online communities are a great place to start.
Okay.
There are countless Facebook groups,
Yeah.
forums, and even Slack channels dedicated to specific side hustles or to the broader entrepreneurial journey.
Cool.
You can also attend local meetups or workshops to connect with like-minded individuals in your area.
It's about finding your people,
For sure.
those who get it, who can offer support, share resources, and celebrate those small wins along the way.
Exactly.
Speaking of celebrating wins,
Yes.
The guide also emphasizes the non-monetary rewards of building a side hustle,
Right.
which can be easy to overlook when you're focused on the bottom line.
Yes. It's not always about the money,
Yeah.
although that's certainly a nice perk. Building a successful side hustle can give a sense of accomplishment, boost your confidence,
Right.
and even open up new career opportunities.
That's awesome.
It's about investing in yourself, expanding your skill set,
Yeah.
and discovering hidden talents you might not have even known you possessed.
And let's not forget the sheer joy of creating something from scratch,
Right.
of watching your vision come to life.
That's powerful.
It's incredibly fulfilling.
It is.
But before we get too caught up in the excitement of launching a side hustle,
Yeah.
let's come back to that $100 a day opportunity that sparked this whole discussion.
Yes.
It's still tempting, isn't it?
It is.
But as we've discussed,
Yeah.
it's crucial to approach any opportunity with a discerning eye,
Uh-huh.
weighing the potential benefits against the risks,
For sure.
and making sure it aligns with your values and goals.
Absolutely.
That's what true success looks like.
It is.
But we still got lots more to unpack in this guide. There's a whole section on handling the legal and ethical considerations of running a side hustle.
Ooh.
And we'll delve into some advanced strategies for scaling your hustle and turning it into a thriving business,
Nice.
all while maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
Sounds good.
So stay tuned for more insights and practical advice
right.
as we continue our deep dive into the world of side hustles.
Looking forward to it. That $100 a day opportunity is tempting, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it highlights a crucial point the guide makes
Okay.
about the legal side of things,
Mm-hmm.
which honestly can be easy to overlook
Right.
when you're caught up in the excitement of a new venture.
It's easy to assume that because it's a side hustle,
Yeah.
it's somehow exempt from the rules of the main gig.
Right.
But that's not the case at all, is it?
Not one bit.
Okay, good to know.
The guide really stresses
Yeah.
the importance of understanding the terms of your employment contract.
Okay.
Some companies have very strict policies. Oh, really?
About outside work,
Wow.
especially if there's potential for competition or conflict of interest.
So for our listener who's already picturing themselves raking in that extra cash,
Yeah.
what's the first step they should take to ensure they're playing by the rules?
Check that employment contract.
Oh, okay.
Look for clauses related to moonlighting,
Mm-hmm.
outside employment,
Okay.
or even intellectual property.
Gotcha.
It might sound tedious,
Yeah.
but trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry.
And what if the contract is a bit vague or doesn't specifically address side hustles? The guide had some advice on that, didn't it?
It did.
Okay, good.
It encourages proactive communication.
All right. So, like, talk to HR.
Talk to your HR department.
Okay.
Or even your direct manager.
Oh, okay.
Explain your side hustle, emphasizing that it won't interfere with your full-time responsibilities.
So, like, basically reassuring them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Being upfront and transparent.
Yeah. Shows integrity and can actually build trust with your employer.
It's about framing it as a win-win.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
You're pursuing your passions.
Uh-huh.
Potentially gaining new skills
Right.
that could even benefit your primary job.
Right.
And you're still fully committed to delivering excellent work for your employer.
Exactly. And even if there are some restrictions,
Okay.
it's better to know upfront
Yeah, that's
so you can navigate them responsibly.
sure.
Remember, you're building a reputation both in your full-time role and as a side hustler.
Right.
Integrity matters.
Absolutely. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about another aspect of the side hustle journey that can be, well, tricky.
Oh.
Embracing the learning curve. Because let's be real, no matter how much we plan and prepare,
Right.
there are going to be bumps in the road.
The guide does a great job of normalizing those bumps.
Okay, good.
It reminds us that setbacks and even outright failures are not only inevitable, but they're actually valuable learning experiences.
So it's not about striving for perfection,
Yep.
but about embracing the messy, iterative nature of the entrepreneurial process.
For sure.
How does the guide suggest we handle those moments when we feel like we're failing?
It encourages a mindset shift.
Okay.
Instead of seeing those moments as defeats,
Right.
reframe them as opportunities for growth.
Okay.
Analyze what went wrong,
Mm-hmm.
extract the lessons,
Yeah.
and apply those insights moving forward.
It's like that famous quote,
Which one?
I haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
Yeah.
Persistence and resilience are key, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The guide highlights the importance of experimentation,
Okay.
of being willing to try different approaches, to pivot if necessary.
Pivot, yeah.
Remember, even the most successful entrepreneurs have faced their fair share of setbacks.
Oh, yeah.
It's all part of the journey.
And it's a journey that doesn't have to be traveled alone.
That's true.
The guide mentions the importance of connecting with other side hustlers,
Yeah.
building a community of support and shared learning.
That's so valuable.
It is, right?
Yeah.
When you're surrounded by others who understand the challenges and the triumphs of building a side hustle,
Yeah.
it can be incredibly motivating and empowering.
It really can.
It's like having a tribe of cheerleaders, mentors, and accountability partners all rolled into one.
I like that.
Where does the guide suggest people find this community?
Online communities are a great place to start.
Like online? Okay.
There are countless Facebook groups,
Oh, yeah.
forums,
Uh-huh.
and even Slack channels dedicated to specific side hustles or to the broader entrepreneurial journey.
So many options.
You can also attend local meetups or workshops to connect with like-minded individuals in your area.
It's about finding your people,
For sure.
those who get it,
Yeah.
who can offer support, share resources, and celebrate those small wins along the way.
Exactly.
Speaking of celebrating wins,
Yeah.
the guide also emphasizes the non-monetary rewards of building a side hustle,
Right.
which, let's be honest,
Yeah.
can be easy to overlook when you're focused on the bottom line.
Yes. It's not always about the money,
Right.
although that's certainly a nice perk.
Of course.
Building a successful side hustle can bring a sense of accomplishment,
Yeah.
boost your confidence,
Mhm.
and even open up new career opportunities.
And you learn so much.
It's about investing in yourself,
Yeah.
expanding your skill set, and discovering hidden talents you might not have even known you possessed.
And let's not forget the sheer joy of creating something from scratch,
Nice.
of watching your vision come to life.
Powerful.
It's incredibly fulfilling.
It is.
But before we get too caught up in the excitement of launching a side hustle,
Right.
let's come back to that $100 a day opportunity that sparked this whole discussion.
Yes,
Still tempting, isn't it?
it is.
But as we've discussed,
Uh-huh.
it's